What's up to all those alone in the zone? It's the boss, that crosshatch, John Eli Lopez, back once again on a mission to get you one step closer to being the king or the queen of the pencil. And today we'll be doing a still life object as I show y'all the object I am using, which is a silver spoon. If you'd like to follow along, all you would need is a pencil, paper, eraser, and an object. Preferably something silver, not a plastic spoon. All right, so let's get started. If you look as we begin, I'm gathering the overall shape, but I first laid out something that I discussed in previous videos is the action line, and that's the line going down the middle. If you look at the reference photo, the handle is it's a curvy handle. So you might have an object laying around such as a spoon and think it is something simple, but once you decide to draw it, now you would pay more attention to the intricacies of it, the design, right? And one of the, I wouldn't call it a dilemma, but one of the decisions I was making as I was going to do this object was what position to put it in. I had it first the other direction, then I had it aiming towards me, and I settled on this direction because I thought this just captured more of the light and shadow. But depending on the room you're in and the lighting you have, you might get a different perspective. Uh, so you place the object however you are comfortable with. And that's the fun about doing still life objects. So as you see, I'm starting to get the value in, the shading in, and I'm using only four graphic pencils with this instead of just one. Um, Using the F, H, 3B, and 7B. But for the overall sketches, I'm building it up. I'm using an H right here. And of course, you could use one pencil for this, but I wanted to have just different values throughout this pencil. I thought it might make it look more rich. So that's why I decided to use these four. And then they're separate values. They're kind of spread out. The 7B is the darkest one I'll be using, and the 7 and the 3B, and then the H and the F is a little lighter values. But, if you push down hard enough, you get them all dark. So, and here, I think, yeah, I did not like the tip. I made it a little too pointy, so we just rounding that off a bit. And, you know, as you're sketching, getting that overall shape of a spoon is, I won't want to call anything easy, but it's the easiest part of this drawing would be getting that overall shape. But once you are rendering and building up that the different values within, that's where the challenge begins, and the intricacies of you know the object you're doing. Once you're settled on something with something that's silver. Silver is definitely brings out all your skills. And once I'm happy with the overall tones that I've captured with the H pencil, which from the darks to the lights, that's when I'm going to move on to the other pencils and just try to bring everything together, sort of like a marriage, you know. And one of the tricks of doing uh, sketches or, you know, doing art in general, you know, you want to spread things out and have some type of balance going on. So you don't want one area to be like an eyesore. And of course, you know, if you're doing a whole piece, then you might want to have one area that's a focal point, but you did that deliberately. You don't want to, you know, just be working trying to get a certain look and then, you know, you overwork one area. So yeah, now I'm on the 3B, and as you see, the tones of that is much darker than the F and the, I mean, much darker than the H. And you know, as I worked up that front part, now I'm gonna spread the darker 3B throughout the pencil now, because I feel, as you can see, the front is much darker than the handle part of the spoon, or it has darker tones than it has throughout the entire pencil. So now I'm coming here with that kneaded eraser and adding some of the highlight areas in. You know, I would definitely recommend a kneaded eraser, but if you don't have that, you can use a regular eraser also, you know. Just it'd be a little more challenging to try to get the the precision or the thin areas, but it could be done. You know, so these, when you're doing still life, it's to build your skills up. So always focus more on the skills you're trying to build rather than the material you're using. It's kind of like, you know, that saying, the clothes doesn't make the person makes the clothes. So you make the material you're using. The material does not define your artistry or your creativity. Now I'm coming with the F pencil and I'm going over everything with that, trying to just blend everything together now and get all the tones to play as one. There we go. Coming with that kneaded eraser on the tip right there, getting that little highlight area in. Just definitely adding to the richness of that pencil, getting some of the shadow in. And the shadow that the object casts is just as important as the object, because that adds to the realism and the effect, the illusion you're creating. Is blending everything out, getting the handle to match the overall shape. I mean, getting the handle to match all the tones that's in the front part of the spoon, and that's something you get caught up in. You know, you overwork the front and neglect the handle. So that's why I just want to keep going back and forth. Just keep going back and forth and get everything to play It's a party. Everyone's invited. And there you have it. We are done. Very nice. I hope you guys got some value from this video. If you did, scoop that subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment. Any feedback will be appreciated. So until next time, John Eli Lopez signing out. Y'all be good and be safe.